Good evening, folks, and welcome to South Sound Stadium for this evening's USL 2 Northwest Division match between United PDX and your FC Olympia Artesians. FC Olympia are about a third of the way through the season, and they're still searching for their first win in the Northwest Division. The Artesians currently are at the bottom looking up in the table and sit at a record of 0-3-1. Their last Northwest Division match was 10 days ago at Midlakes United of Bellevue. Olympia got on the board first with a Nicholas Wiskell goal in the 72nd minute. However, Midlakes United countered with goals of their own in the 77th and 82nd minute to win the match 2-1. The Artesians did play a friendly against Crossfire Premier just this last Friday and defeated them by a score of 3-2. Chad Savdi, midfielder from the University of Washington, scored a hat trick in the win for Olympia. Keys for the game tonight for the Artesians: possession is going to be a focus for FC Olympia. They plan to circulate the ball until they can find a moment when PDX is unbalanced and then attack with service from the wingers. Our talented wingers tonight, TJ Knight and Tyler Allred. Key players for the Artesians outside of our wingers are again Chad Savdi, we mentioned just a moment ago, hoping to carry that goal-scoring momentum into USL 2 league play. And also key to the match is midfielder Andre Filibosian, who is important for controlling the tempo in possession and playing us into dangerous zones on the field. All right, let's take a look at the starters for the FC Olympia Artesians, playing in a 4-2-3-1 formation tonight. In the back line, our center backs tonight are Tanner Dutra, the Utah Tech freshman from Issaquah, and Koya Thomas, who plays at Montana State Billings. He is from Zinzendorf Schulen. It's a school in Germany, so the Germans starting in the back line. Our outside backs, right back, Sebastian Suber from Rider University and Farhan Mustafa from Gonzaga, and also from right here in Olympia. The two defensive midfielders, Enrique Guerrero from Seattle U and Andre Filibosian, also from Seattle U. Our attacking band, the wingers, again, number 25, Tyler Aldred, and number 11, TJ Knight from Arizona. And our attacking midfielder is number 18, Connor Lofi. Lofi, a redshirt freshman from UW. And, of course, our UW man at striker tonight, number 19, Chad Savdi. Tonight's lineup brought to you by Premier Airport Shuttle. Traveling to the airport? Book your easy, comfortable ride from your doorstep with Premier Airport Shuttle. We'll take a moment to pause for the national anthem. It's Military Appreciation Night here at South Sound Stadium. Our national anthem was sung by National Guardsman Sergeant Blanche Burke. Very cool to hear that before our game. Also at halftime today, JBLM FC will be playing out on the field and be honored. It's cool to have our military out here on Military Appreciation Night. All right, as for our opponents, we didn't get to them yet. They are going to come in tonight's match with a 1-1-2 record. PDX likes to play with a high-pressure 4-3-3 and will be all up in the business of our outside backs, Farhan Mustafa and Sebastian Stuber. They like to try to get those errant passes so they can get the ball into goal as quickly as they can. They only have 3 goals in 4 matches so far this season, so goals are going to be at a premium tonight. All right, the lineup for United PDX in goal will be number 0, Rowan Schnebley. The defensive band, number 3, Jamie Villanueva. Number 12, Ryan Ludwig. Number 15, Anthony Godinez. And number 25, Sean McDowd. Midfielders, number 19, Ben Aghi. Number 21, Mohammed. Number 23, Loic Boris. Number 27, Connor Evans. And number 41, Drew Peterson. The lone striker in their 4-2-3-1 formation is number 29, Michael Hatcher. A few people to keep an eye on for United PDX. Ben Aghi is a midfielder from Gonzaga. He has 1 goal on the season so far. Again, we're only 4 games into this USL 2 season, but he has 1 goal. He played 18 games this year for Gonzaga, netting 2 goals and an assist. Drew Peterson also out there in the midfield for PDX. Also a Gonzaga forward. He has 3 goals on the season for the Bulldogs of Gonzaga and 1 so far for PDX. All right, on the field right now, both teams are going to take a moment of silence here in appreciation of our U.S. military. All right, so our referee has already blown the whistle. Maybe he'll blow it again to make this official. And here we are. And a big shove off the ball by TJ Knight. Not exactly the greatest place to give up a foul. Knight would have done well to keep his arm right there, just to keep applying the pressure. Just no need to extend the arm to give the foul. Olympia is going to set up a wall of 4. Weston Joyner will be tested for the first time. Joyner, a redshirt sophomore, plays at Chico State, originally from Mukilteo. Graduated from Kamiak High School. Connor Evans on the ball. And it is going to be shot by Loic Boris. Stopped by the wall. Ball will eventually make its way to TJ Knight, who will clear it out into the midfield. FC Olympia trying to regain their shape. Big long ball into the left-hand wing. Played off to Villanueva. And looks like FC Olympia is on their way. Close. Oh, the referee blew his held his whistle right there. I thought he was about to call a foul on Savdi, who basically two-hand shoved the center back off the ball. That's Connor Evans again with a back pass. And PDX will look to move out of their final third. Tries to play it out wide. He and Loic Boris are just on different pages there. Passes it way behind him and right out of bounds. Speaking of being on different pages, Olympia not able to do anything with that throw-in. And here comes PDX again. Again, FC Olympia is going to try to possess as much as they can in this one. Really make it hard for United PDX to really do anything. Although the possession game could potentially play into the hands of PDX. Again, they like to press in a high 4-3-3. Try to poach some errant passes along the back line and see if they can get an easy goal. Long throw in by Mustafa. Eventually ball lands to the feet of Loic Boris. Played back to the center back, Ryan Ludwig. And they'll take it all the way back to the goalkeeper to try to open up this FC Olympia defense. And before PDX can get out of pressure, ball rolls out of bounds. Throw in to the Artesians. Suber back to Koya Thomas. He's immediately under pressure by 2 forwards. He'll play it all the way back to Joyner. Joyner back out to Thomas, who's out wide. And that ball will also go out of bounds. Not exactly the greatest place for FC Olympia to be giving up the ball. Little throw in into the final third. Koya Thomas again has to kick the ball out of bounds to alleviate the pressure on the left-hand wing of PDX. Anthony Godinez, the left back to throw in for PDX. Elects to throw a little short into the corner. Scrum for the ball just outside of the 18. A host of white and blue shirts are all around it. At least 8 players trying to get the ball until the ball is finally kicked over to the left-hand wing of FC Olympia. Throw in by Mustafa. Enrique Guerrero trying to get something started. Plays out to Lofi. Lofi loses the ball. And here comes PDX going negative all the way back to their goalkeeper, Rowan Schnebley. Played out wide to their other winger, Jamie Villanueva. And he loses the ball. He's down on the ground. We'll see what FC Olympia can do. Playing a man up Looks like he is going to get up and he's okay. It's a great night out here in Lacey, Washington. A cool 65 degrees outside. Sunny, just a little bit of clouds. Perfect weather if you're a soccer player, and perfect weather if you're a soccer fan. Make sure you come out here to South Sound Stadium and watch the boys in person. Of course, we appreciate you guys tuning in on the stream, of course, but nothing beats live soccer. Come on out and watch a game here at South Sound Stadium. Our next game is going to be on the 19th against Capital Athletica, the side from Eugene, Oregon. Ball gets whipped in slowly, and an even slower back heel falls into the hands of Weston Joyner. I suppose we can call that a shot and a save, as slow as it was. All right, here comes FC Olympia off to the races. Ball gets kicked harmlessly away. United PDX holding the ball, maintaining pressure. Again, one of the keys to the game today for FC Olympia was trying to maintain possession, and PDX seems to be having the most of it. Oh, there's a ball that just gets around the goalkeeper. Sebastian Suber, the man bodying the extra forward, coming there, and he's not able to get a foot on it. FC Olympia really dodges a bullet right there. Fortunate to have this throw in. Here comes Lofi with the ball. Kicks it out wide to Allred. Allred back to Lofi. For a second there, I actually thought I heard the referee's whistle, and no call right there. No call at all. He seemed to call those first three fouls pretty quickly, pretty easily, but he's going to let these guys play quite a bit, it looks like. In fact, Thomas was just a little shove as Michael Hatcher is dribbling across the 18. Ball now to the center backs of PDX, looks to play it in. Tanner Dutra there easily gets the ball away. Comes back to Dutra. Out to Guerrero, and now wide to Mustafa. Back into Filibosian. He sees Tyler TJ Knight, who's going to get through. He's going to have a chance. Oh, and what a chance it was, but what an even better defensive play made by United PDX. Ball gets eventually back all the way to Koya Thomas, who heads it to Weston Joyner. Fantastic pass in there by TJ Knight. Chad Savdi is there. Like that ball is put away, but kudos to the defenders of United PDX. I believe that was Sean McDowd on that one, able to get the ball away. Filibosian holds the ball, now back to Koya Thomas. Played around the back to Tanner Dutra, who will take a few yards until he's now under pressure. Back to Guerrero, who sends it all the way back negative to Weston Joyner. So here's what FC Olympia is really trying to do. Let's hold this pressure. Let's get United PDX to commit bodies forward. And then once they really commit those bodies forward, that's when FC Olympia wants to pounce. Here's Filibosian, gets it in to Savdi. Savdi thinks he's fouled, but no go. Again, the referee, after those three initial fouls, really slow on the whistle. Out wide to the right wing. And that's Ben Augie, who's able to get around the defender and take a shot. Easily snagged by Weston Joyner. That ball into Michael Hatcher. Big body there playing forward. That's a nice big target. He tries to whip the ball in. Sebastian Suber gets a foot on it across the end line, and we have our first corner of the game to United PDX. Looks to be Connor Evans that might be taking this kick. However, Loic Boris standing there for a potential short. FC Olympia now rearranging themselves. Man on the front post, several inside of the 6-yard box. PDX with 3 bodies inside of the 6-yard box. Actually, correction, 4. There's one hanging out in the back. Looks like they're, in fact, going to play it long into the 6, headed away. TJ Knight, the first to get there. And of all the fouls to give, definitely no intention there from TJ Knight, but he gets a little bit much of the defender, says our center official. PDX keen to kick the ball around, but kick it out of bounds. Here comes FC Olympia near midfield. Farhan Mustafa throws that in, the freshman from Gonzaga, originally from here in Olympia. And here comes a shot from FC Olympia. TJ Knight falls to his knees. He is so mad. And he has a right to be. He was wide open right there on the right wing. And Chad Savdi elected to take the shot. Not even able to put it on frame from just about 16 yards away. Long ball played in. Dutra right there. Koya Thomas does a great job to body off Michael Hatcher. Again, a huge target forward up there for United PDX. Ball played through by Suber. Chad Softy looks back, tells him to slow it down. He was not in a position to go chase that through ball. He was not ready for it. Throw in for United PDX. Back at about the 30-yard line. Thrown into Augie. Here comes Villanueva. Passes it around the back to midfielder Connor Evans, who then plays it long to Suber. Heads it neatly to Weston Joyner, and here comes Olympia. Dutra tries to play it into the midfield and intercepted. PDX now has the ball at the top of the 18. Body is definitely tangled up. He tries to fall down inside the 18, see if he can get a PK call. Referee says get up. Ball played in. So many white shirts that PDX have to try to get through. Toe poked away to TJ Knight. Lofi tries to get off with it. Nothing going there. TJ still has the ball. He tries to get it back into Lofi. Intercepted. Ball kicked away. Goal kick, Olympia. We're now into the 20th minute. Score remains FC Olympia 0, United PDX 0. We'll take a quick moment to thank our title sponsors of FC Olympia: Dancing Goats Coffee, Van Dorm Realty, Forma Construction, Ramada by Wyndham, Well 80, Premier Airport Shuttle, and Nicole's Bar, located downtown here in Olympia. Philibosian heads it forward for TJ Knight, surrounded by a couple PDX players in blue, kicks it off their foot. Knight to throw it in himself. Philibosian tries to make a quick run. He's covered up. TJ Knight directing some traffic here. He's now telling the center backs to go ahead and get forward. Looks like Knight is going to try to long throw it to the top of the 18. Our outside backs are back. Long throw into the box. It's a specialty. Koya Thomas, last Olympia player to get ahead on it. And it will go out of bounds for a goal kick for United PDX. I'd been told that TJ Knight had a pretty long throw. I'd forgotten about that until he started to set that up, realizing that that throw was definitely in his range to go ahead and get our tall center backs of Tanner Dutra and Koya Thomas forward. See if we can win a goal off of a throw-in. Long kick now. Dutra gets ahead on it, but then so does Michael Hatcher. Not able to control it. Ball out of bounds to FC Olympia. Just saw the AR wagging his finger at those two going at it. Dutra of Olympia and Michael Hatcher of PDX. Ball is really living in the FC Olympia half. They'll play it short. Filibosian with the ball out to Thomas. Thomas back to Filibosian. Lofi misplays it. Suber able to get the ball back from a 1-2. Tries to boot it forward, out of bounds. Throw into FC Olympia. Again, one of the keys for tonight is Filibosian, who is really pulling the strings on that one. He's going to be a key player for FC Olympia tonight, not just defensively with all the pressure that United PDX is doing here, but he is fantastic on the ball as well. They're going to have to go through him to try to connect this back four to the front four. Although Koya Thomas will try to do it himself, almost gets it to Connor Lofi. Enrique Guerrero there wins the ball back for Olympia. That has to be a foul right there, finally. Just the second foul called on PDX so far tonight. Here comes Olympia up the left wing. Service played in, trying to get to TJ Knight. Ball headed away. Knight's going to continue to apply pressure. Ball played out to Hatcher. Suber is quick there, able to get it back to Weston Joyner, who's now able to play with his feet, waiting for more friends to come down and help him out as Olympia tries to play out of this pressure. Ooh, Dutra, well to receive that ball. Keeps the guy off his back shoulder. There's Filibosian to Suber. Suber to Knight up the right wing. Knight loses the ball, almost gets it back. Connor Lofi and Knight applying pressure, but PDX is able to bust out of it. Here's Hatcher with the ball again, with Thomas hot in pursuit. Played out to the right wing to Muhammad, the right winger of United PDX. Into the left winger, Loic Boris. He tries to whip something in. No go for United PDX. Another goal kick for FC Olympia. Another short play to Filibosian. Kicks it out to the right-hand side to Koya Thomas, our man from Germany. He sends a long ball. Really no one there. Connor Lofi, our attacking midfielder, has to get into pursuit. Just no go there so far. I can appreciate the long play from our center backs, but currently they're just not able to connect with our forwards and attacking midfielders. Hatcher settles the ball on the right wing. But Dutra's right there, wins the ball away. Guerrero plays it right back to Dutra, to Farhan Mustafa. Our defender's playing quite well today, I must say, so far. Ooh, nice long ball and the flick on to TJ Knight. Let's see what Knight is going to be able to do with it. Sends it back into Savdi. Savdi still with the ball inside the 18. Tries a little trick there to kick it over to Lofi, but he is dispossessed. Really unfortunate. Long pass intercepted by Thomas. To Guerrero, back to Thomas, to Filibosian. We'll play it back to Dutra. Dutra will dribble up to engage. The forwards at midfield, gets it into Lofi. Wide to Mustafa. Lofi with the ball again, just barely misplays it. Always he's so close to be able to hold some possession in their final third. But that one last final pass, just not great. Not able to get it right to the feet of their teammates. Mustafa throws in, tries to get it all the way up to Savdi. Headed away. Thomas now under pressure, kicks it out to his roommate, TJ Knight. Knight able to get around two defenders inside the box, tries to hit it away. Olympia still with the ball somehow. Here comes Guerrero. And his cross is going to be kicked away. PDX still hasn't been able to get it out of their final third, but it looks like here they come now. Long pass to Mohamed, the speedy winger. He's not able to collect that ball, though. And here comes Farhan Mustafa with yet another throw-in off our left wing at just about midfield. That's Filibosian with the ball again. He will play it long for TJ Knight. Not quite going to get there. Headed off of the defender, Anthony Godinez. And here comes TJ Knight with another opportunity for a long throw into the box. What a weapon that is for FC Olympia. That basically every time the ball goes out of bounds in the final third, it's an opportunity for something. Looks like the ball slipped out of his hands there. In fact, he's shaking that right hand of his. It definitely slipped out of his hand. Unfortunate, as chances on goal seem to be coming at a premium tonight. Here comes PDX playing out of the back, trying to move Olympia around. Olympia doing a great job to keep their shape. Savdi applying pressure by himself. PDX will reverse it around, see if they can try their luck up the no, and now back to the right side. FC Olympia being very patient here. You can appreciate they're not going to apply any pressure on the goalkeeper. Center back decides to dribble forward. He will play it long to Mohamed. And here comes PDX holding possession. Connor Evans with the ball in the midfield. But FC Olympia able to get the ball back for a moment. Man, Filibosian is all over the place. Able to head that ball forward. Referees will say that it is United PDX ball from up here in my booth. I thought it was the other way around, but I will trust them. They're a little bit closer. I'd like to take a moment to thank our referees as well tonight. I haven't introduced them yet. What a hard job that is. Ooh. That is Koya Thomas looking to kick the ball away out of bounds. The forward clips his shin and he goes down hard. By my tally, that is just the third foul called on PDX. Olympia only have 2 fouls called on them so far. Probably could have been double that, but the referee is letting them play. And again, speaking of the referees, let's go ahead and thank them. What a incredibly tough job this is to be able to keep up with a plethora of Division I athletes out here to call this game. So our referees for tonight, Julian Tafola, Jordan Price, Owen Mitchell, and Justin Rose. Again, big thank you to you gentlemen for your hard work and making this game happen. We can put 2 teams on the field, but if we don't have referees out here, it's not an official match. So we're now into the 32nd minute of play. Score is still FC Olympia 0, United PDX 0. Nice little attempt right there for United PDX. Gets a lot of style points, but no goals on that. We're still sitting at zeros. Here's Philibosian again. Waiting to engage the forwards. Plays it to Guerrero, now back to Koya Thomas. And back to Philibosian again and Dutra. Philibosian and our 2 center backs, Dutra and Thomas, patient. I think on that one there, the forward fell over and or was starting to, and as Dutra was trying to get back in position, he definitely pushed him over the rest of the way. Interesting place to have a free kick for United PDX. Potentially close enough to go on a goal, but you'd have to think that they're going to whip something in. They try to play quickly, but the referee wanted to talk to Tanner Dutra, wearing the captain's armband tonight. Wanted to talk to him before PDX got going with the ball. They're going to have to settle it down. Looks like Connor Evans on this one by himself now. The 2-man wall 10 yards in front of him. Long ball played in. And there's a scrum on the goal line, but it looks like Weston Joyner ends up with it. Ball gets headed towards goal. One of the PDX players tries to get a toe on it just in front of Weston, but he's able to jump onto the ball and maintain this game at zeros. Excellent work by Joyner. Long ball played in there to Lofi. Pass attempted to TJ Knight and intercepted. Here comes PDX on the right wing to Muhammad. Farhan Mustafa with some great work gets the ball off of him and out of bounds. Villanueva throws the ball into Augie, and now back to their back line. PDX again trying to draw our players forward to try to open up something more in the middle. Played back again. Looks like Olympia will elect to press this one. Long pass played off. Mohamed able to get something on it. Ball is chipped in to the 18. I'm not quite sure what he was looking for there. Hatcher was in no way going to be able to get to that ball. Joyner now under some pressure. He's going to have to play it long into the midfield. Ball kicked back in by PDX, but Koya Thomas, the man on that one. Thomas now getting back into his line. Long ball played for Savdi. Correction, not Savdi on that one. That was Tyler Allred, the man racing for that one. Gets into the hands of the goalkeeper, Rowan Schnebley, PDX. It is a bit curious how the game plans for both of these teams seem to be flipped. PDX enjoying most of the possession in this one. And at times, it is FC Olympia that is looking to try to press something forward. Patiently waiting for their moment, but still trying to get up there and snipe a pass from PDX and see if they can get something off a mistake. Little back and forth between Thomas and Joyner. And Joyner's going to have to play it long again into the midfield. We're losing most of those aerial duels in the midfield so far, though. Here's Allred. Holds the ball, gets a couple PDX players to engage. His pass for Mustafa up the line is intercepted. Able to win it back for just a split second. Again, a lot of pressure. And here's Philibosian with it, carrying towards the final third. Plays it out to the right-hand wing of TJ Knight. Knight on a 1-on-1. Tries to flick it in to Savdi, and that ball is intercepted. And just like that, FC Olympia is going to have to get back and play some defense. Played out off to the left wing from Hatcher. But Dutra is right there to kick the ball away before it gets to the feet of any other players in blue. And now here's PDX holding possession from the back. Ryan Ludwig not quite sure whether to go forward or back. Elects to play it wide to Godinez. Godinez out wide to Loic Boris. And, oh my, he kicked that quite a ways. Tried to play in across, does Boris. And Koya Thomas is Johnny on the spot right there. Kicks it a good 30 yards towards the Fouts Field sign, which currently is telling us we are in our 38th minute still. The score, FC Olympia 0, United PDX 0. PDX set up to whip it in towards the top of the 6-yard box or play it short. They will play it long across the 6, headed directly at Weston Joyner, who will easily make the save. There's Guerrero with the ball, the other defensive midfielder. And again, all the way back to Joyner. Great patience by our backline players. I was wondering about that one there. Oh, they're going to say that the ball went out of bounds. I thought that the call was going to be a foul with Suber going to the ground. Joyner will send the ball up high out to Allred. Headed away by Jamie Villanueva of PDX. Another throw in for Mustafa. Throws it into Guerrero on the left wing at the midfield. Into Lofi now. Lofi just loses the ball. And here comes PDX on a jailbreak, trying to see what they can get. Last couple minutes have felt a little bit more like a track meet as some of these defenders are trying to play some long balls. And their forwards seem to be up to the task to chase down the ball, but they're not able to collect any sort of possession in any sort of meaningful way. Throw into Allred. Gets it to the feet of Savdi. Now back to Suber, who's now pressing high. Ball sent in, headed away by PDX, all the way up to Hatcher. The forward checking in. Ball comes to Thomas. Thomas, the center back, trying to play right wing right now. He's able to get around through two defenders to Philibosian, and now out to to TJ Knight. He tries to whip a ball in off the defender. But again, another opportunity for FC Olympia for a long throw-in. course, the last one slipped out of the hands of Knight. But here comes a long throw in. Savdi tries to get to it. Comes out to Guerrero, who tries to flick it back over his head back into the box. Doesn't get very far. Suber tries to play it in. Plays it 10 yards over the head of Savdi and harmlessly into the arms of Rowan Schnebley, PDX goalkeeper. PDX with another long ball. Farhan Mustafa able to get a little something on it. Guerrero leaves his feet for some reason, trying to play some defense there on Hatcher. Boris now on the left wing at the top of the final third of FC Olympia. Back out to Boris and into Hatcher. Ball played in. Dutra is right there. Savdi, the only man up top for FC Olympia on that long kick. But that'll be all right. Ball goes out of bounds. Here comes Mustafa with yet another throw-in. Goes into Guerrero, who tries to play it back to Tanner Dutra. Not the greatest pass. PDX is going to push numbers here. They only have 3 in the back at the moment. And the one furthest back is at FC Olympia's 43-yard line. Really trying to get up, seeing if they can do something. Muhammad with a throw-in. Definitely not quite as far as TJ Knight, but plenty long. Shot is blocked. TJ Knight tries to get it on out of there. Falls back to Muhammad. He tries to get up the line. Not able to collect the ball out of bounds. FC Olympia's ball. Mustafa with a long throw there. Not quite sure what happened. One of the FC Olympia players asking for a foul. Connor Lofi asking for a foul. Nothing seen by the referee, and honestly, nothing seen by me up here. It's Philibosian with the ball, battling. Plays it out to the right back, Suber. Not a great pass to TJ Knight there. He has to try to knock it down with his foot over his head. Loses the ball. Looks back over in frustration at Suber. And not the greatest pass in the world. PDX again holding possession out of their back line. Plays it into Hatcher, who checks all the way back out from his 9 position up top. They try to play it out to Hatcher again on the left wing. No go. Suber with another 4-in. We are entering the 45th minute of play. We'll have to see if the referees elect to put any added time onto this first half. I would think not. Not very many fouls, not many stoppages. No goals in this one, no substitutions so far. Joyner back out to Thomas. Back to Joyner again. He's going to patiently wait to see if any of these forwards will bite and try to open up some area. Here comes Dutra, dribbles forward out to Mustafa, plays it out to Lofi. Lofi tries to get to the ball. Leg is stuck out, and we have our first booking of the night. Our first booking of the night will go to Jamie Villanueva, the defender and wingback for United PDX. Perhaps we will get an added minute after all. Here we are in stoppage time after the 45th minute. Olympia with an opportunity to whip the ball into the box, see if they can get something right before they head into the locker room. Ball is whipped in. A couple people fall to the ground. Savdi tries to get up. Excuse me, Lofi tries to get up and tries to get ahead on it. And not able to get a single thing. Looks like the referee is going to have a chat with number 15, Anthony Godinez, the left back for United PDX. Schnebly with the goal kick. I'd have to imagine that the referee is probably going to blow his whistle twice to end this first half of play. And there it is. All right, folks, that brings us to the end of our first half. Not a ton of action going on in this one so far. Only a handful of shots for both teams. Unofficially, we can say FC Olympia had 2 shots to PDX's 5. Nothing on goal for FC Olympia. 3 saves had to be made by Weston Joyner so far. All right, folks, we are going to take a break here in the moment for halftime. Here on the field, though, we are going to have the team from Joint Base Lewis McCord out here. We're going to have some kids on the field. It's going to be a good time out here at South Sound Stadium. So, folks, we'll take a break for a little bit. During halftime, our score, FC Olympia 0, United PDX 0.
Everybody, I'm here with Tyler Allred. Tyler, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, I'm Tyler Allred. I'm a striker from Sammamish, Washington. I play for Washington University in St. Louis, and I'm a business major.
My name is Andre Filibosian. I'm from San Diego. I play soccer at Seattle University. I'm a defensive midfielder, and I'm a business administration major.
Yeah, my name's Chad Savdi. I go to the University of Washington. I'm on the soccer team there, and I'm a striker. I think I'm going to major in communications, but I think that could also go down the real estate path, so we'll see.
Tyler, first question for you. Does pineapple belong on a pizza?
Absolutely not.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Good answer. All right, Andre, what's your favorite club?
Juventus.
And your favorite player?
Andrea Pirlo.
I'll go FC Olympia. Why not?
All right, and your favorite player?
My favorite player would be Erling Haaland.
Manchester United.
And your favorite player?
Neymar.
If you weren't playing soccer right now, what would you be doing?
Ooh, a coach. Gaffer.
Okay. Soccer coach.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd probably be on the PGA Tour.
Either soccer coach or golfer, but I'm not very good, so.
Okay, you're stuck on a desert island. You've got a freezer, but it only has ice cream in it. What flavor is in there?
Cookies and cream.
It's got to be peanut butter chocolate from Haagen-Dazs.
Probably cookie dough.
Cookie dough. All right, and then do you have any messages for the people watching out there?
Yeah, just come out and support. Should be a fun season. Oli, oli, oli.
Yeah, come to our games.
What makes the only local mutual bank different? It's giving back and helping out in amazing ways. With caring, personal service from a bank that values community belonging. And most important, putting real relationships above belonging. And most important, putting real relationships above the bottom line. That's how a mutual bank works. That's OLY Fed.
my husband.
No, we got eggnog once, didn't we?
Yep.
What can I get started for you?
The smash fill chicken bites and the white with cider.
Cider, yeah. We just got root beer and fries. It's kind of a treat. When did you try that?
We're looking to try out a new place. This place looks awesome. We have really good Brussels sprouts here. They're taught thoroughly. Let's do 2 artesians.
Ooh, can I get a Leopold's?
See, Olympia Artesians have no goals to United PDX is also no goals, 0-0. Not a whole lot going on in the first half. I have a total of just 7 shots so far on the game. We do have a couple changes here at halftime. Coming in for United PDX, number 8, Kevin Lowe, and number 20, Jamin Peters. A couple changes for FC Olympia as well. Midfielder Jack Sivitz checks into the game. And defender Dane Rogers also checks into game. Number 20, the center back. TJ Knight with the ball right there. Ball gets whipped in. Saved made. FC Olympia coming out hot to start. Gotta love this. Ball out to Lofi on the left wing in the final third. Back to Sivitz. Ball's kicked away. Sivitz checking into the game, already getting into action. Sivitz plays at Santa Clara, a freshman, originally from Issaquah, Washington. TJ Knight, who usually plays on the right here, he's going to come all the way over to take the long throw into the box. Whole bunch of Olympia men. Ball settled, tries to get kicked, shot is blocked. PDX trying to get out of pressure. And a little poke by Farhan Mustafa. Won by PDX, and here they come up the midfield on their left-hand wing. Godinez tries to find a little something. Dutra back to Osborne. Osborne now out to the new man, Dane Rogers, a redshirt freshman from Seattle University, graduate of Shorecrest High School. He'll kick it out long, tries to get it to Savdi. Ball kicked away for a throw-in for FC Olympia. We're just now in the 48th minute, 3 minutes into this second half. Already got to say, I think we've had more action here in the 3 minutes than we did for most of that first half. Just a lot of sound defensive play, holding on to the ball, a lot of bend, not break in that first half. Ball sent long to TJ Knight, won by PDX, ends up at the feet of Knight again. Here comes Philibosian. TJ Knight with yet another opportunity for a long throw. Only D midfielder Enrique Guerrero and Farhan Mustafa back. Knight winds up, long throw into the 6. Goalkeeper punches it away, only gets as far as the top of the 18. PDX has to scramble, kick the ball out of bounds. Going to be another throw-in. I don't know if Knight will make his way over to the left-hand wing to throw this one in. It looks like Lofi is going to just throw it in himself. Throw into Philibosian. Lofi back to Philibosian, but Lofi is deemed to be offsides, our first offside of the night. PDX setting up in the back, played short to Sean McDowd. Play up their right wing to Muhammad, the speedy winger. Little 1-2 between Augie and Muhammad. Ball sent across the face of goal. Too hot to handle on the back post. And we have a goal kick to FC Olympia. Comes Dutra. Looks like he finds Lofi there. Lofi is now moved out to the left wing with Tyler Aldred coming out of the game. And Jack Sivitz now moving into the 10 role for FC Olympia. And it also looks like that Koya Thomas has popped out from his center back position to right back, playing just behind his summer roommate of TJ Knight. Both of those gentlemen are staying at coaching the Artesian System Trevor Fettbrandt's house. Sure having a good time with him. Fettbrandt's on the bench tonight. Usually helps out with the Artesian 2 teams. The men who play in the EPLY and the women who play in the Cascadia Premier League. In fact, as soon as this game is done, he is going to be leading a practice for the men's team for the Artesian 2, our second team. That's a busy night. Lofi plays it back, all the way back to Osborne. Long kick to TJ Knight. Anthony Godinez throws himself at the ball, able to head it away, but really paid for it. Grimacing and holding his back as Evans whips the ball in. Osborne taken out by his own defender there. Shot blocked away by Olympia. Here comes Godinez again. He goes down. Referee says, no, thank you. I want none of that. Get up and play. Lofi mishandles the ball, won back by PDX. And Lofi will shoo that one out of bounds. Throw in for Muhammad. Tons of pressure here from FC Olympia. However, the ball squeaks away over to Hatcher. Hatcher driving forward with Rogers on pursuit. And we'll have another foul, our first one of this half. All right, we're slow to set everything up here. Looks like Olympia will get 4 or 5 in the wall, set up by Osborne. We have 3 PDX players standing over the ball. Well, just now 2. That's Loic Boris and Connor Evans, midfielders. We'll see who eventually takes it. Looks like Osborne settles on 4 in the wall. Referee checking to make sure that they're 10 yards away. I'd have to assume from this angle there might be a shot on frame here. And that's almost what happens. Oh, and there's going to be something from the back pocket. We have a red card issued. I am not sure exactly what's happened here. A yellow card has been issued. To be honest here, folks, I got a post in my way here. I think the yellow card has been issued to Connor Lofi of FC Olympia, and it looks like potentially Ben Augie might have been sent off. for United PDX. I'm trying to figure out exactly what's going on here. The referee is still talking to a couple players on the field. That's Augie walking away. And I have to assume that the red card went to Augie. I'm not quite sure what happened, but he has issued a straight red. I have to assume a scuffle at the top of the 18 as the ball came in. I have to say, I'm definitely perplexed by what just transpired here. The referee, again, been slow to issue fouls in this match. And he issues a straight red card to Ben Augie of United PDX. A yellow card comes out. I believe the yellow card was issued to Connor Lofi, but folks, do not quote me on that. I just heard Jeff Slakey, our PA announcer here, announced that it was 2 yellow cards issued to FC Olympia. However, I don't think he knows up there in the other press box who exactly got those cards, but it sounds like potentially 2 yellows for Olympia to go with the red issued to Ben Augie. Strange events here tonight at South Sound Stadium, and we got some more folks tangled up. Another yellow card is going to be issued, this time to Andre Filibosian. And that will be the 3rd yellow card issued to FC Olympia tonight. As soon as I can find out who those cards were issued to previously, I'll let you all know. Strange stuff. Well, PDX is now going to have to play this game with just 10 men on the field. And that's a tough break for PDX, who are now screaming for a handball or something down in their final third, just inside the 18. So the man sent off today was Ben Augie, the sophomore midfielder from Gonzaga, originally from Tualatin down there in Oregon. And folks, looking at the standings, this is definitely a game where FC Olympia needs to start to get right. Right? They have no wins on the season, 3 losses, 1 draw, just 1 point so far through 4 matches. We need to start stacking results, and what a perfect time. You're at home. You're now up a player as one has been sent off for PDX. If I'm Olympia, I'm thinking I need a result right here. Civitz plays it out to Lofi. Here comes Lofi. 2-on-3 situation. Savdi gets the ball into the back of the net. However, the flag is up. Promising stuff from FC Olympia, but man, we really would have loved to have had that goal right there. Looks like a sub is going to be made for FC Olympia. Coming out of the game is going to be the left back Farhan Mustafa, who's had an excellent night in the back line. Looks like Olympia's going to start pushing numbers here. It looks like they're going to play with 3 in the back. Checking into the game for FC Olympia is number 9, Leonard Falk, the Seattle U grad, played in 15 games just this last season, scored 6 goals for Seattle U. Originally from Appenzell in Lower Saxony in northern Germany. He and Koya Thomas are 2 Germans on the team. That's Dutra to Guerrero. Sends it out to Thomas. Back to Rogers. FC Olympia content to play the ball around their band of 3 in the back, as they have now shifted their formation to something more attacking, smelling blood in the water, trying to get that first goal against 10-man United PDX. PDX finally applying some pressure. Thomas able to get around 1 man. Ball snagged off of his foot. Here comes PDX. Even numbers in the final third right now. Foul is given. Far to the left of the 18, but something that PDX can certainly work with. A quick play for PDX. I would like to think if I'm PDX, I'm going to take every opportunity to just whip balls into the box off of set pieces like that. Instead, they try to play quick, and nothing going for them. Looks like United PDX will finally make a change. 7 minutes after the red card, they're finally going to make an adjustment. The new sub just sitting there. I'm not quite sure what the hang-up is. All right, so he's finally coming onto the field. That is number 13, Oliver Stone. Going to play more of an attacking mid position. We'll have to make sure. It was hard to see the number of the player coming off, but I think coming off was midfielder Loke Boris. And here comes FC Olympia again. Koya Thomas throws back to Rogers, back over to Dutra. Just 1 man in pursuit on the Olympia side of midfield, and now a couple more players will come over. Philibosian puts his foot on the ball until he sees something that he likes. Almost gets it up. And ball is lost again. Long ball played. I'm going to see, yeah. I was just about to say, I have to imagine that the flag is going to come up on that one. He was about 2 steps beyond the last center back for FC Olympia. That was Jamin Peters, the man on the offside. Ball played into Civets for Olympia. Cleared really far away. Looks like it got sent into some electrical stuff over there. I don't know if that ball is lost now or not. Might be a couple locked gates to get into it. Here comes Thomas with another long throw in for Olympia. Going to take a long run, big windup and throw into the 6. Ball headed. Ball is headed by Leonard Falk, but over the crossbar. Goal kick for United. PDX showing a short play and now are going to elect to kick it long with their goalkeeper, Rowan Schnebley. Milking as much time as they possibly can off the clock. I'm surprised the referee didn't give them a word about how much time they wasted right there. Long kick gets bodied off. A PDX player. Throw in just at the top of the final third for FC Olympia. Lofi throws it on in. Civitz ends up with the ball, tries to cross it in, but he runs out of real estate. Crosses the ball behind the goal, and we have another goal kick for PDX. Again, the goalkeeper wasting as much time as possible. Shall I place the ball here? Shall I place it there? Finally sets it down. Sends everybody up the field to play it long. Long kick sent away by Schnebly. Muhammad tries to get it. Falls off of Philibosian. Muhammad with the throw into Marshall. Marshall tries to get around. Dutra cannot. Ball sent to Koya Thomas. Plays it up. Tries to get it to Knight. Ball's intercepted. Now a scrum for the ball. Goes off of TJ Knight last. PDX trying to play quickly. Headed away by Dane Rogers. That's Civitz again with the ball. Lots of pressure from the new man, Kevin Lowe of PDX, who just got into the game at halftime. We're now in the 67th minute, folks. Score is still FC Olympia 0, United PDX 0. Again, a strange bout of affairs in the 54th minute. Straight red card issued, 2 yellows to FC Olympia. Oh, and we almost have a chance in the box here. Here comes Civitz, going to have a go, and wide left of the goal. Nothing going for FC Olympia right there in the end. I have to say, folks, that even from the first whistle going into the second half, FC Olympia has really looked like they wanted this game just a little bit more. And now that Ben Augie got sent off in the 54th minute for PDX, they really want it. They can smell the first win of the USL 2 season. That's Guerrero with the header. Koya Thomas tries to get something on it. Bodied away by Jamin Peters. Here comes Koya. Koya tried to get it out to Philibosian. The speedy winger, Muhammad, tries to get it. He tries to fake a foul here. That's Civitz with the ball. And in the end, the left foot of Leonard Falk is not enough. Doesn't get a whole lot onto that shot. However, according to my officially unofficial stats, that is the first shot on goal for FC Olympia and the first save that Rowan Schnebly has had to make all night. We'll have at least another 22 minutes to find the back of the net. Oliver Stone played back to Godinez. Godinez being chased down. Ball sent through to Hatcher. The center backs are quick to be there. Sent back to Osborne, who will boot it up long. Just barely stays in bounds. Wow, what a blast. Was speculative shot by Savdi there. But man, he was able to get something on it and even on frame. Another speculative shot from distance by Leonard Falk. And here comes FC Olympia, folks. Here comes Schnebly again, sends everybody long. Looks like United PDX is going to just abandon the short game on the goal kicks, which is probably the smart play for them, as they can waste as much time as possible setting the ball up on the 6, sending everybody forward before the goalie even has to actually make a play on the ball. Guerrero gets ahead on that, jumps out from the back line. Great work from our D mid. Little push in the back. Referee decides that was good enough for a foul on Kevin Lowe. FC Olympia will take this free kick at midfield. Played short to Guerrero, who immediately has 2 people on him. Rogers to Dutra. Dutra now to Lofi. Lose the ball for just a second to Civitz. He's on a different page from Leonard Falk. And the ball gets played behind Falk. Here comes PDX. Trying to make something out of nothing. Stone loses the ball to Guerrero. Out to Lofi. Now back out wide to our right center back, Koya Thomas. Koya, long ball to Guerrero, plays it in neatly, not quite corralled by Falk. PDX will win it back. They try to play it up their right wing to midfield to Marshall, checking all the way back from his 9 roll. Marshall has done a commendable job for PDX, checking back numerous times to try to connect with the midfield and allow some of his other teammates to play off of him. Great work as a big target false 9 for PDX. Here comes Thomas, makes an underlapping run for Knight. Knight whips it in and off the head of Falk, but straight into the arms of Schnebly. And in rapid succession, FC Olympia has had 3 shots on goal after collecting none in the first half of play. And honestly, through the first 60 minutes or so of this match. Filibosian into Falk, sends it out wide to Savdi, tries to do a little 1-2. PDX will kick that ball out of there. Here comes Lofi looking for some runners into Filibosian, nearly trips on the ball. Goes off of the defender. PDX not exactly happy with the call. Probably the right one, though. Ball sent all the way back to Dean Rogers just on our side of the 50, and now into Koya Thomas. Loads of space for our center backs to play the ball around. Guerrero tries to play it in, with Civitz and Falk really trying to live off of that back line at United PDX. It essentially looks like FC Olympia is playing with 4, maybe even 5 forwards at times. We're way up there, really applying the pressure. Kind of no surprise here. We got to give a tip of the cap to Michael Hatcher. Really been doing a lot of work up top for United PDX. He is going to come out of the game, and Jackson Finn will now check in. He goes all the way to the back line. We'll see if that's just going to be a more defensive look for PDX as they just try to shell up here in the last 20 minutes or so. Although that was Finn coming out. And no, PDX will send Finn up top. PDX doesn't look like they're completely content to just stay at zeros and get a hard-earned point on the road despite being down to just 10 men on the field. Jack Civitz tries to get around the defender. Defender does an excellent job shielding him, and Civitz, as he tries to go around him, basically just jumps on the back of Kevin Lowe, who goes down pretty hard, takes a moment to get up. Schnebly again will tell everybody to get up the field. Long kick here from Schnebly. Gets it just to midfield. Filibosian bodying up Connor Evans of PDX. Some little 1-2s going on in the midfield for FC Olympia. Falk plays it back to Philibosian. Philibosian tries to get around. Little professional foul there from Connor Evans. Philibosian tries to play quick. Really only gained 5 yards from that. I guess I can't fault the referee from telling him to back it up to the actual spot of the foul. FC Olympia will make another substitution. TJ Knight will come out of the game from his right wing position. We'll get some fresh wheels on the right wing there. Savdi dispossessed. Checking into the game for FC Olympia is going to be number 7, River Stewart, a forward from Everett Community College. Normally not a whole lot of community college players that you would see in USL 2. However, Stewart has the distinction of scoring 30 goals this last year for Everett Community College, one of the better teams in the NWAC. Tacked on 6 assists as well. A sophomore from Linwood, graduating from Meadowdale High School. Throw-in about to be taken by Connor Lofi. Philibosian makes a run. Nothing there. Chants from the crowd, Oly, Oly, Oly. Trying to inspire the boys on the field. They'll lose the ball on Portland's left wing, and there's going to be a foul committed against Koya Thomas. PDX tries to play quick. They're 10 yards ahead of where the foul actually took place. I can't disagree with the referee right there for saying, no, got to bring it back. There's Stewart, definitely getting too shovey. He doesn't think any foul was committed. I got to tell you, young man, you definitely gave a little shove in the back there. So foul on Stewart. It'll be PDX's ball at midfield, right next to the left sideline of PDX. A little short play around the wing. Peters tries to get around. Advantage shown by the referee. And they're going to have a shot. Luckily blocked. PDX's first shot of this second half. Again, they had pretty much nothing going to begin with. But again, just 9 minutes into the second half. A scrum on a free kick, resulting in a red card for PDX and 2 yellows for OLY. Osborne gonna play it long on the goal kick. Kicks it out all the way to the 40-yard line of PDX. Stewart gets a head on it. Still headed around. Ball punched away by Guerrero here. Played way too far forward of our forwards. Schnebly content with looking around, waiting to see what's going on. Ball played out wide. Koya Thomas smartly able to get it. He insists that he did not get a toe on that ball and shields it away for potentially a goal kick. However, the referee sees that it went off Thomas, and now PDX is going to have a corner. PDX really selling out. Their deepest player is at FC Olympia's 30-yard line. Only their goalie in the back. Lowe plays it in straight to the hands of Osborne. Nothing going there. PDX getting back as quickly as they possibly can. Throw from Osborne out to Lofi. Lofi to Savdi. On the right wing, Savdi coming back at midfield. Tough call right there. Savdi thinks that he's earned the throw, but he has not. Muhammad throws it in for PDX. They push a couple people up here. Dutra wins it. Dutra wins it, sends it to Savdi. Savdi tries to do a little something with it. However, he chicken wings the ball. And it's going to be a handball in possession to PDX. Free kick coming up just on our side of midfield. Referee has to blow his whistle to get this game started again. Again, really feels like PDX is milking the clock, but they're smart with their opportunities that they've had so far. Their half opportunities, I suppose I should say. Lofi with the throw into Dutra. Back to Dutra. Way back in the 18. He'll try to play a big old skip pass over to Koya Thomas. Goes to a PDX player. And Jamin Peters will have a go at it. That shot was nowhere near on frame. I'm pretty sure he kicked it over to Tumwater. Here comes Lowe down the left wing of PDX. Back to Peters, who will lose the ball. Civits to Filibosian. Dances around with the ball. Koya Thomas now pushing. He will play it up to Rivers Stewart. Rivers can be able to get to the ball. He's shielded off of it. Strong-armed by Ryan Ludwig, defender for PDX. Ball gets played into Peters. Might have picked up a little bit of a knock. Was slow to get back to anything resembling onside. Smart move by Lofi. He's now busting down the left wing. Gets towards the 18. Cross whipped in. Kicked away. Filibosian now on the ball. Trying to direct traffic. Will kick it all the way back to Dane Rogers. Now out to Dutra on the left wing. Lofi gets around Muhammad. Sends a pass on in. Filibosian, little chip. And the ball gets into the back of the net. And we have a goal for FC Olympia. Chad Savdi gets a little something on it and into the corner of the net. United PDX does their best to try to clear the ball off of the line, but nothing going. And that, folks, is a Dancing Goats Coffee goal scored by the FC Olympia Artisans. Dancing Goats Coffee, ethically sourced, sustainably crafted, exceptional coffee. Hard-earned goal for the Artisans. To be honest here, folks, it felt like they were running out of ideas. Really put the pedal to the metal, especially after the red card in the 54th minute. Great stuff from the Artisans there. Again, ball kicked in, I believe, by Civits there. And Chad Savdi able to get a goal on that. Again, Savdi, the man who scored a hat trick just this last Friday against Crossfire Premier. Savdi, a redshirt freshman from the University of Washington, graduate from Newport High School of Bellevue. Osborne electing to kick this one deep. It's now FC Olympia's turn to try to waste a little bit of time on this clock. Koya Thomas able to get that ball to Guerrero. Now up. That's Leonard Falk on it. Stewart in pursuit as well. FC Olympia crying for handball just outside of the 18. That's Lofi again. Mohammed wraps his arm around him. The center official didn't see it, but luckily the AR did. Andre Filibosian plays it back to Dutra. Right back to Filibosian. Mohammed in hot pursuit. Olympia will reverse the ball. Koya Thomas, he's not able to trap the ball well there. And here comes PDX, trying to get their first goal of the night despite being down to 10 men. Rogers doing everything he can. Ball gets sent towards the 6. Jackson Osborne pops out, grabs that before it gets anywhere close to another United PDX player. Our crowd chanting for OLY as we try to see this game out. PDX is going to make a couple subs here towards the end of this match. I'd have to imagine they're going to sell out as much as they can to see if they can somehow get themselves a goal and recover a point from this match. So coming into the game for PDX, number 17, Donovan McClellan, and number 43, Chris Swider. And here comes one of the subs, Jamin Peters. Gets it out wide to Peterson. Peters again with the ball. Pass goes in. Koya Thomas says, no, thank you. Blasts the ball across half, completely to the other side of the field. PDX is going to have a throw-in, but it's going to be way deep in their own third. Schnebley with the long kick forward. A little bit of a jailbait press there. Shot saved. Civets now with the ball after it was pushed away by Jackson Osborne. And not only does PDX get a shot, but they get a shot on goal. First save of the half from Osborne. Goodness gracious. We are now in our 89th minute, but PDX will not go down quietly. Long kick there. Falk with it. Lofi nearby. Falk will try to get around the defender. He does. Still looking for something. Almost gets to the 6. And Ryan Ludwig will smartly kick that ball out for a corner. Unless I have forgotten to mark something down on my stat sheet, that is only the second corner for Olympia tonight. Connor Lofi, who started the game as an attacking midfielder, has popped out wide to the left wing to see this game out in the second half. He's going to be on the ball for the corner. Few options in the 6. Header off target. That's Savdi again. We are now entering the 90th minute of play. We'll have to see how many minutes are added in this one. Schnebley will play it a little bit short. Only the second time they've played it short since the red card way back in the 54th minute. Ball flicked on. Koya Thomas able to get a knee on that and then shield it away. Jackson Osborne with it, sets the ball down, and away we go. About 15 seconds until the end of regulation. We'll definitely have to see how much time gets added here. It's probably going to be quite a bit, considering we had to take a couple minutes to just figure out what was going on with the red cards and the double yellow. I suppose I shouldn't say double yellow. It wasn't on one person, but 2 FC Olympia players. PDX sends it long. Just the 4-on-2 headed away. But here comes Oliver Stone. Now out to Peters. Peters will try to have a shot. Blocked. Back into Peters again. Plenty of time, but he will take another shot that is blocked, this time by Guerrero. PDX still seems to have the ball. Ball finally cleared away. And FC Olympia is going to sub twice here. Defensive midfielder Enrique Guerrero will exit this match. And it also looks like number 19, Chad Savdi, our goal scorer, will also come out. Coming into the game will be Nathan McKenzie, graduate from Bothell High School, and number 15 defender Lucas Janik from Whitworth, a freshman from Lake Stevens. Ball played into the box. PDX, I have to say, getting way too many opportunities for the fact that they are down a man in this one. Ball finally squirts out to River Stewart, and here comes FC Olympia. Ball is going to be played out to McKenzie. McKenzie gets the ball in. Here's another chance, and yet another chance. Civitz gets the ball in there, headed away. Headed away. What a save made by the defender. Will go into the record sheet as being a team save rather than credited to one of the defenders, but that might be the save of the night right there. Falk trying to get the ball, pushes down a defender, but no foul on the shove. We are now into stoppage time. And fortunately, we are keeping the possession and trying to pour it on right here. The last couple minutes being a little unnervy, as PDX has actually been able to get the ball into our box and even get a shot on goal. Ball played long by Schnebley. Philibosian able to muscle that ball away. Ball played long. Here's Stewart in pursuit. Gets to the hands of Schnebley. Turns around quickly. Another long ball. Rogers heads it away. McKenzie in pursuit, as well as Koya Thomas. Referee checks his watch again. Doesn't look like he's going to call this one dead anytime soon, though. Ball's throw in. McKenzie back to Thomas. Thomas will chip it on over to River Stewart. He's able to get a little something on it. And there, ladies and gentlemen, is our final whistle. Frustration for United PDX, who go down to 10 men in the 54th minute and eventually will give up the winning goal to FC Olympia. Chad Savdi able to get something on the ball. Little toe poke in the 82nd minute. as much as PDX might say, the win only came for FC Olympia because of them going down to 10 men. Again, FC Olympia, they looked like they had a new energy as the second half started, and you really saw it after PDX went down to 10 men. Great stuff for FC Olympia. I think we might take a moment to find a player to interview here. Right before we do that, I want to thank our sponsors again here real quick. I'll start with our team sponsors, Thurston Talk, Wembley Soccer Shop, 1030 KMAS AM, and Sure Clean Car Wash. Also, a huge thank you to our title sponsors, Dancing Goats Coffee. It is great coffee made the right way for coffee lovers by coffee lovers. Van Dorm Realty, your South Puget Sound real estate experts. Forma Construction, delivering detailed analysis and job sites, focus on safety and efficiency. Ramada by Wyndham, book your hotel reservation with confidence with Ramada. Well 80, well-made beer and great food open daily in downtown Olympia at 11:30 a.m. Premier Airport Shuttle, convenient and affordable Seattle Airport transportation for over 50 years. And Nicole's Bar, located in downtown Olympia, food, drinks, and fun for everyone. Again, folks, we'll be back shortly. We'll take a break here as we try to find a player to interview to talk about the happy totals. Again, our final score, FC Olympia 1, United PDX 0. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back, folks, from South Sound Stadium with our happy totals. FC Olympia 1, United PDX 0. We have the goal scorer here, Chad Sovdi. I got to start with, there felt like there was a little bit something different to begin the second half. What did you guys talk about in halftime? What adjustments were made?
Yeah, we were just trying to plan out a game plan to tactically break them down. We wanted to be more physical, more determined, more composed on the ball, and just finish our chances, unlike how we didn't finish them in the first half.
Yeah. So last Friday, you scored a hat trick in the friendly. How did that carry momentum into this game for you?
100%, a lot of momentum. I was kind of encouraging the guys, like, come on, we got a good win here, 3 goals. We got to carry this momentum into the regular season because that was only a friendly. So we were pushing for that all week at practice, into the pregame talk today. So that we've been all about that momentum, and we're going to try and keep it rolling into the next game and the next game after that.
Nice. So you guys, unfortunately, winless in the first 4 matches. How sweet does this feel right now?
It's amazing. It's awesome. It was hard fought, and we finally got it. So now from here, it's only up, and we're going to keep going.
And we can tell from up there, like the work that you guys are doing, it's showing on the field. It feels, just as an observer, it feels great to see this for you guys. We're super excited. So what is next for you guys coming up?
We got a game next Wednesday. I'm not sure who it's against, but
look at that.
I know we have a game next Wednesday. It's just, we got to keep working, keep combining, keep building our chemistry. That's what it took those first 4 games, is to build our chemistry up. We've got all our guys back now from their college seasons, and we're ready to put together a strong team this summer. So
great.
That's what's next.
Excellent work. Again, Chad Sovdi, the goal scorer for tonight. Game winner coming in the 82nd minute. Hard-earned 3 points here at home for FC Olympia. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back to break down the happy totals tonight. Welcome back again to South Sound Stadium, folks, where we just had a fun one. FC Olympia gets their first win of the season, 1-0 against United PDX. Coming up for the Artesians, as Chad Sovdi, the goal scorer, just said, they got a game next Wednesday on June 19th. It is going to be right here at South Sound Stadium against Capital FC Athletica of Eugene, Oregon. Standings now for FC Olympia, they get 3 points tonight. They are no longer in last place, but the last place team is Capital FC Athletica. Again, they're going to be playing next Wednesday, so it's going to be a great opportunity for them to pick up points here at home and keep climbing the table after kind of a slow start here in this 2024 season. We'd like to thank our title sponsors again one more time: Dancing Goats Coffee, Van Dorm Realty, Forma Construction, Ramada by Wyndham, Well 80, Premier Airport Shuttle, and Nicole's Bar. Again, thank you for joining us here, folks, tonight. Again, nice win for the Artesians, 1-0 over United PDX. I'm Dave Montgomery, filling in for the great John McGlamory. Thank you for joining us. Have a great evening, and we hope to see you here at South Sound Stadium next Wednesday. Good night.